MrBeast videos are like a casino slot machine. Every single second is engineered to keep you glued to the screen. But the big question is why are his videos so addictive? What kind of magic techniques is he using to keep you watching even when it's well past your bedtime? Well, you might think it's because he has fancy design thumbnails or super fast-paced editing or even his $1 million video budgets. Now, obviously these play a massive role, but I've actually discovered something underneath these that I believe is the real reason you can't stop watching. So in this video, I'm going to break down the 3 mindfuck techniques that MrBeast is using to keep you addicted to his videos. And it all starts with his thumbnails. All right, so I want you to take a look at both of these thumbnails right here. Now, the one on the left is from a random channel I found, and the one on the right is from MrBeast. Now, why is MrBeast's video so much more clickable? And here's a little hint. It's not just the high contrast and simple design. Like I said, these are definitely important aspects, but there's something else going on. So he's actually using a little psychological trick to get you to click. But what actually is it? Well, it's called a curiosity question. And this is when a title and thumbnail drive up a question in your mind that you have to know the answer to. And if the question is strong enough, then it's going to become impossible for you to not click the video. So for example, this thumbnail on the left doesn't generate a curiosity question because it gives everything away in the title and thumbnail. You know, it just says this is a hard indie game, 3 against the odds. There's no curiosity question that's generated in your mind from the title and thumbnail. But then compare that to MrBeast's example and curiosity is instantly sparked in your mind within just a few seconds because your brain's already thinking, what does a $500,000 experience actually look like? So this powerful question burns in your mind as you hover over the thumbnail. And unless you have the self-discipline of Mr. David Goggins, then chances are you're going to click and spend the next 15 minutes glued to his video. But unsurprisingly, curiosity questions aren't just used in his title and thumbnails. He also uses them throughout his video masterfully to keep you watching and wanting more.
I'm about to show you what a $500,000 experience looks like. I promise this is going to blow your mind.
So notice how in the first 6 seconds of the video, he again drives up the same curiosity question, which is, what the hell does a $500,000 experience even look like? So this reminds your brain of why you clicked and makes you want to watch the video even more. But he doesn't just use curiosity questions in the hooks, he also uses them much deeper in his videos.
The 10K experience was very beautiful.
Amazing.
Up next is the 50K experience. And Chandler and Carl have no idea what I have in store for them.
So in this example, as soon as he finishes the 10K experience, he then teases the 50K experience. So your brain is already thinking, so if a 10K experience is a dinner in the sky, then what the hell's a 50K experience look like? And he's so good at planting these curiosity questions that unless there's a death in the family, chances are you're going to go from one section to the next section to the next section all the way to the end of his video. But curiosity questions alone aren't enough to keep you watching. There's actually another secret technique I found that he's using to keep you hooked that's arguably even more powerful, and I call it tension stacking. So let's take a look at the same video again and I'll show you how it works.
That was the 50K experience. What we have coming up next is even better. This thing pales in comparison to the $250,000 zero gravity experience.
So these few simple lines that he's using in the script not only create a curiosity question, but they also build tension, which is super important to creating viral content. So he does this by stacking bigger and bigger challenges on top of each other. So as you pass through each challenge, the tension gets higher and higher. Not only that, but if you watch MrBeast regularly, you'll notice that in between his challenges, he almost always says things like, and what we have coming next is even better. This builds anticipation and makes you constantly waiting to see what happens next. This is a super powerful technique that's used in Netflix TV shows. So you probably notice, when you're watching your favorite TV show, you'll come to the end of an episode and they'll tease something dramatic, but they won't reveal it until the next episode. This is commonly referred to as a cliffhanger, and they're extremely powerful at building anticipation to the point that you'll put off doing the dishes or walking your dog and end up binge watching the entire series. But I promise that all this curiosity anticipation doesn't work without this last master strategy. In fact, I personally believe this is the real reason why his videos are so addictive and you cannot stop watching. In fact, it's so powerful that take it away, no fancy thumbnails, no retention editing, no big budget videos would ever have made him this successful. So again, to understand this powerful technique, let's play a little game. So what I want you to do is take a look at these 3 videos right here and see if you can spot the technique I'm talking about. Now, just to let you know, this game is a little harder, so if you don't get it, don't feel bad. All right, so yeah, like I said, this one is a little harder, so if you didn't get it, don't stress. But basically, it's Mr. Beast's video ideas, and specifically how the video ideas are structured. So, for example, notice how in this title, I paid a real assassin to try and kill me. Mr. Beast creates an immediate promise of a massive payoff. So by simply reading the title, your brain is already thinking, is he going to get killed, or how close is the assassin going to get to killing him? So the entire video is being built around this idea that there has to be an ultimate payoff at the end, otherwise he just doesn't make the video. If he can't make a video or a story where there's some big reveal at the end, then he doesn't make the video. So this is what storytellers call a narrative arc, and it's what all great stories follow. Basically, they start with some big challenge or question, they build anticipation during the middle of the video, and at the end, the massive payoff or the challenge is finally overcome. This structure is embedded in our DNA. It's been used for thousands of years to keep us glued to stories. So when Mr. Beast teases that an assassin is trying to kill him in the title, you basically cannot help but click and also watch the entire video to find out what happens. But let's take a look at a few other examples here just to make sure everything's super clear. So notice how in this video right here, beat Ronaldo, win $1 million. The entire video is built towards one huge moment, which is, will Mr. Beast or his contestant actually manage to beat one of the greatest soccer players of all time? The stakes are massive, $1 million is on the line, and your brain basically has to know if someone can pull off this impossible challenge and beat the GOAT of all time. And then again, in this video, 2,000 people fight for $5 million. The same powerful structure is used again. He creates a massive competition where only one person can win. And then with each elimination, the tension builds higher and higher until we reach that, final moment where someone's life's completely changed and they win $5 million. So, and for most average people, $5 million is a hell of a lot of money. So you want to see someone win that and, how their life changes. So this makes his videos irresistible because every single idea is structured to force you to watch until the end. In fact, it's so effective at making people watch videos that every single viral creator is now ripping off this structure. But it's all well and good talking about the theory of curiosity questions, tension building, and video ideas. But how do you actually then turn that into practical steps that you can apply to your own videos? Well, you could try and watch this video and decode it yourself, I guess. Or you could save yourself a bunch of time and just go and watch my free YouTube script writing tutorial where I actually break down most of these techniques and more and show you exactly how you can apply it to your own videos. So if you're interested in learning more about that, then click the next video and I'll see you over there.